Okay, hey, what's up, everybody? I am KP Casey, and tonight I'm going to be starting Netuju, The Legend of the Crystal Skull. Now, hold on a second, I gotta fix something real quick. I realized that when I was, when I already clicked the button for me to. There we go. Hold on a second. Hey, Christy, thank you for the host. Okay, I'm going to do something real quickly. We turn the desktop down because the desktop during last night's stream was like really, really loud compared to my voice. Okay. Let me move that up. So, there we go. Okay. Okay, who's ready to play some of this game?
Desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous, and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Is that bad that I know that in entire part there, you know? Oh gosh. Let me know how everything sounds.
Current assignment. What assignment? Bess and I are flying to New Orleans for a long weekend of fabulous music, sightseeing, and food. Okay, so I'm also going to visit Ned's friend, Henry Bolet, but only as a favor to Ned. Apparently, Henry's uncle just died, and he had to go down there for a couple of weeks. Ned says Henry's a nice guy, but kind of a loner who might appreciate a little company. So, the first thing I'll do is leave Bess at our hotel in the French Quarter and take a cab out to the mansion where Henry's staying. Ned called him and said I'd be coming. But once that's done, it'll be laissez les bon temps brûlés. The only bad news is the weather's not supposed to be that great this weekend. But what's a little stormy weather when you're in the heart of the Big Easy, right? Right.
Even she has a bad feeling about, about this. Junior. It's best to play this game in a dark room. If it's daytime, draw the shades. If it's nighttime, turn off all the lights. Now, it is daytime where I am, so. But I would do it if I didn't turn off all these lights just by right here. Then it would turn off my TV and everything. So.
Hello? Anybody here?
I would stand at the doorway and just keep saying, hey, here, hey, door was open.
Hi, the door was open.
No, I would fallen down. I would jump back and it's just land on my back and just be like, okay.
Here, drink this.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
Should I drink it or not? Oh, I don't know. Should I drink it? Drink it or not drink it? Drink it or not drink it?
No. No thank you.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Boy.
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this... Well, I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. Oh, the smoke must have made me pass out.
You saw a skeleton?
I'm sure it was just someone, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolet's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No. No emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
Henry's feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
I should call them and keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
I'm sorry. Honestly, dude, I mean, come on. She was just attacked on your, on your land. So, it's kind of stupid for you not to, want to call the police. What's up?
So, Nancy, nice to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, "Yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk?" Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
You look pretty busy.
Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare.
He made you his executor? You two must have been close.
Not really. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
No, I can't. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me...
No offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
I'm positive.
Okay, look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
Well, that's not kind of creepy. I heard talking outside. That's creepy. one not there. Sure, let's just take a random piece of coal from someone's fireplace. Why not? Ooh, I like this game. I like this game. I like this game. Then nope. Back up. Back up. Back up one. Back up one. There we go. Then boom, boom, boom. Oh dang. Nope, restart. Almost got this part done. There we go. Okay, now I need to get the marble thing here. There we go. Blocks the beams. Then that goes here. Then that. That. Haha, did it. Yes. I did it. Ha. Okay, let's go talk to.
Yes?
Is your great-uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea. Nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
Have you had any of his things appraised?
Somebody from a curio shop came in and took a quick look around, but it wasn't anything formal.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery in the other room?
Apparently someone stole the canvas.
Uh-oh.
Renee says it disappeared sometime after Bruno died.
Was it valuable?
In a way. It was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah. Anything else?
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
Okay, gotta go here in a second. Okay, where do I go?
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
It's a little wet out here.
I don't mind. No one should mind the rain. Without it, the end of the world would come much too soon. Did you and Henry have a nice chat?
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man. Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Won't all of Dr. Bolay's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
What can you tell me about the painting that's missing from the frame in the gallery?
Very little, I'm afraid. I didn't notice the picture was gone until after the reception following Dr. Bolay's funeral. I cannot even tell you what it was a picture of.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things. Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh.
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
What? That makes no sense.
I'd better get going.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then he was gone. So you better be careful, Nancy Drew,
sorry.
because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's come back.
So, how's everybody doing tonight?
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
Hello again.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Fare thee well.
I'm doing pretty good. How come nothing popped up for me to talk to her about?
What?
Nice talking to you.
Take care, hon.
About getting paper. I mean, she did say that she needed some paper.
Yes?
I'll stop bugging you now.
Whatever.
I don't know. We are almost done with moving everything to the rooms. Then after that's done, then I can move stuff in here. My stuff. And it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I got that. I don't get why it's not going though. Oh jeez, didn't know about that. Yeah, I got a call. Okay. Why is it working?
Hello again.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Come see me anytime.
I don't get why it's not going. I'm confused. I don't get it. Did I break the game or something? No. Dang it. I knew I was forgetting something. Here it is. Whoop, didn't mean to go up there. My TV is so dark, like it is hard for me to see everything because this house is so dark in this game.
Yes?
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe
Thanks,
my
Chrissy.
skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
Do you know where I could find some plain paper?
Sure don't. Try asking Renee.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Awesome.
Hello again.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry. He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How else may I be of service to you?
Do you by any chance have some plain paper that I could use?
I most certainly do. But it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished here. You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that.
There we go.
I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
I really appreciate this.
And long as you're going up there, my appetite could use a little placating, so I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it.
Ooh, can I get a candy bar? Sorry, I would not give a random stranger a key to my room.
One for Renee. And one for me. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
This is fun.
Yum. Mm. Yum.
Can
Gosh, these things are good. Mm-mm-mm.
There we go. It's weird. That's not creepy. Yeah, I'm gonna not give a stranger a key to my room.
You bring me that Cocoa Kringle bar like I asked?
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room. Do you know who painted them?
I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
A spirit?
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not ever, ever, ever.
I'd better get going.
Take care, hon.
Okay, that's creepy. Like, what's like the most you can get? I think I got like what, 5 or something like that. Yay, got it. This is the key to the museum that we were just at. Did it just knock me off of Twitch? Still says I'm going. That is weird. It said that I was offline. Yeah, it said that I was like offline and that was weird. Oh, that's sad.
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
Okay, that's good. And then we go back and put the picture back in the frame. Oh, didn't do that. This. There we go. Let's call Ned. And tell him what happened.
Hello? Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
Why am I not surprised? Is Bess with you?
No, I told her I'd meet her back at the hotel.
So tell me about this skeleton man.
Well, it was someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, it must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
A scale model of the cemetery next door. Henry says his great-uncle Bruno made it so he could keep track of who was buried there. Apparently, Bruno used to oversee the cemetery. And right near the scale model, I found a tracing of some kind of symbol. I'm thinking maybe Skeleton Man dropped it.
Why would Skeleton Man be interested in the scale model of a cemetery?
Good question. Maybe I'll take a real good look around in there and see if I can find out.
Good idea.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. Although I think he misses his parents a lot. I saw him out in the cemetery by what I think is their crypt. He seemed pretty upset.
I'm not surprised. I get the feeling that what Henry looks like on the outside is just the opposite of what he looks like on the inside.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her. Only she thinks Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can keep tabs on him.
How much of Bruno's estate is Henry supposed to get?
30%.
That's a pretty healthy chunk. He wouldn't be selling stuff on the sly. This Renee person sounds kind of paranoid.
What this Renee person is freaky.
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some strange-looking concoction after I passed out from the smoke bomb, but she refused to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
That's it for now.
Call again, okay? Soon.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Yeah, no, she kind of, gave him something else to be scared about for her, so. I mean, if he hadn't have asked her to come here, then, she wouldn't have stumbled upon this whole thing. So, true.
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
Now let's call Bess.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here. So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
Let me start by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open, so I walked in.
You were knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot. Although the housekeeper here thinks it really was a skeleton, Mr. Death. But then, she's a little strange.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around this scale model of a cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
Actually, I'm not leaving because they've canceled cab service around here because of the rain. In fact, since I can't go anywhere, I'm hoping you can check something out for me. I found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great. So go over there and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
I clicked it.
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Beth.
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Beth, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Beth, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well. I just know it. Okay, I'll call you as soon as it's over.
I'll be waiting.
Here.
Hey, doing a little end-of-the-day shopping, huh? See something you like?
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules,
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21-3872. Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Boley. And, that's all I can tell you.
Assorted unknown items?
It's a box with a bunch of different things in it, kind of like a grab bag. Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Where's the box now?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Is Henry Boley a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Boley didn't have any friends. But I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either. But
I think I'll look around some more.
you got a question, just holler.
Oh, I was about to do it. Not get this thing.
This might come in handy.
There we go. Oh, hey, Computer Wiz, thank you for doing my stream. I did it. Oh my gosh, I keep getting pop-ups on my computer. Sorry.
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray. Back room. Got it.
I didn't mean to, but I actually did. Sorry.
Cute dog. Whoa, this is weird. I better call Nancy and read this to her word for word.
All right. So sad.
Wow, Bess, that is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull. It's like it used to contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Did you find anything else?
Yeah, inside the box that this box is in, there's a couple of photographs. One's of a boy and a dog, and the other is of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
And there's a costume in the box of a skeleton man.
What?
Really?
And did I mention that Lamont was very reluctant to talk about buying this box of stuff from Henry? Said he didn't want to get anyone in trouble, whatever that means.
Sounds like he or Henry, or possibly both, are up to something they shouldn't be. Good job, Bess. I'm gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing. He must keep nose spray around because something's wrong with his sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
So, Shane, what time zone are you in? Time zones, like, you know, like, they're cool, but I hate them because it's so hard to say, you know, like, for me, I'm, Eastern time. Oh, okay, that makes... oh my gosh, I love it when people tell me that they are on the same time zone as me, because, like, I don't have to say that, oh no, it's 8:06 my time. Okay, sorry, gosh, I'm so tired right now.
Yes?
I'm afraid you're going to be stuck with me for a while.
Let me guess. Because of the big storm that's blowing in. Everyone in the city's freaking out and you can't get a cab.
Yep. Bingo.
Person at the bank told me. Just before she put me on hold for 2 hours. Oh, don't worry. We've got plenty of food here. Beds, candles. You're welcome to stay.
I'll let you get back to work.
Awesome.
I love how he says that they have plenty of beds and food and candles, and yet then they have 2 bedrooms. Unless, like, there's another part of the house that you can't see in the game. Ooh, an iguana! And, oh!
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead. After you put all those other books back.
Ugh. I don't want it. I think I'm missing one or something. And this one goes here. This one here. This one here. Here. Oh, let's go. One that goes. It's not going. Finally! Gosh! Yeah, it's been a long time since I've played this one too. Probably. Oh no! Wait, dang it! Ugh. Yeah, put the computer down.
Yes?
How did Bruno die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Aww.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
I'll let you get back to work.
Whatever.
Okay, that was gross. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's a loved one, but, you know. We wouldn't walk around with a keychain with someone's glass eye. It's kind of gross.
Hello again.
Did Dr. Bollé ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bollé passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bollé lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Bollé and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Bollé, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Bollé was gone.
What was he doing by the front door?
I assume he saw Gilbert coming and was going to open the door for him. Not that there was any need. As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
That's true.
I understand that Dr. Bollé had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Do you know how he went about training them?
I surely do not. Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Bollé, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
I'll leave you to your potting.
Take care, hon.
That was odd. Okay, now let's go out of here so they don't hear us and make some calls. Dr. Gilbert Buford.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Nice.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
That's fine. Okay, then let's call Bess.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready to...
Interesting stuff.
But the reason I called is I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin', which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well...
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
Okay, so... wow.
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'm looking for Dr. Gilbert Buford.
Well, it's a pleasure to report that I am he.
Do you mind if I join you?
Of course not. A little lively discourse would brighten this gloomy evening considerably. This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay.
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is it true that Dr. Bolet was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure for me, Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
His idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Now, as a doctor of medicine, I am not only accustomed to dealing with the abnormal, but I find that I am actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality, although at the same time I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Did Dr. Boulay ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
What'd the skull look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life-size, perfect in form and clarity, like a diamond almost. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Boulay,
Bess.
Dr. Boulay's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Dr. Boulay's housekeeper says you just happened to walk in just as he was having his heart attack. Is that true?
Indeed it is. I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Then let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Was Dr. Boulay unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you remember anything else?
Believe me, young lady, it's quite miraculous that I've remembered this much. Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's Icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Boulay's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that, this brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out, even if he said he didn't believe a word of it. Who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Thanks for your time.
Feel free to drop by any time.
Okay, let's call Nancy back. Let's switch to her now.
Hello?
Hi, Nance. Okay, here's what's been happening at my end.
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
Okay. Oh, wrong way. Wait, it is so dark on this TV that I'm using. It's really, really hard to see what I'm doing. Hey, there we go.
Come on, Summer, give me a break here. You never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I mean, what am I, telepathic? No, come on, don't get upset. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay? What do you mean, something else? You've gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant, I don't have it now. But I will, soon, okay? Bye. Oh, man.
Yay! Get back in here and do the straight passageway. Get the key out. Ooh. Oh gosh, I forgot about this. Got that one, yes. Dang it, too far. Forgot about I forgot about this one. There, maybe. Dang it! That makes sense, sure. too far. That goes there. Gotta be stinking kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. Come on. Okay. Here. Dang it. One, too far. Oh, oh, yes. Okay, right there. Dang it! There. There. Come on. Almost there. Yes. Almost there. Come on. Yes. Come on. Yes. Last one. Dang it. Oh, yes! Woo! Yes.
This must be where I'm supposed to put all the glass eyes I've found. Let's see how we're doing.
Thanks for the host, Shroom. That actually scared me. I thought it was going to be a glass eye. That scared the crud out of me. And it doesn't help that I'm like fighting sleep over here. Like I'm like earlier I was in like the beginning of the game I was like fighting sleep. I was like I cannot fall asleep on stream. That'll look horrible. I want gum. Though I wouldn't put that in my mouth. Who knows how long that's been in there. Ew. Oh. Whoop, sorry, clicked out. Oh, thanks thanks for the host, Chain. Got this one, I got this one. Nope, nope. Come on. Oh, you stupid thing. Okay, oh, stop it. Stop it already. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I normally always get this on the first try. Why am I having some trouble now? Oh my gosh.
Gotcha.
Yes! Oh my gosh! I've never had so much trouble with that in my life.
May 31st? That's today.
D, moo, sa, now, moo, do, fur.
Hold on a second. I am lost. I, of course, I had to pick the darkest game in this, in the entire series to play, and of course the TV that I'm on has, like, it is like, it makes the colors a lot darker than what it actually is. So I'm like having a lot of trouble here. So like if you see me look down here, it's because on my streaming software, it looked how it all looks to you all. So I look over, you know, because it's all like in real time, because like, you know, I move to the left, I move to the right, you know, it's all in like real time, there's like no delay. So, yeah, key. Why wouldn't she ask for the key back? Nope, didn't do that. Well, that was odd. Something just right next to me, which is a wall, just went bing! Okay. Okay, hold on. So, 1, 4, 7. Didn't do it. Am I not doing something right? Oh, I did it! Hey! Yay! Yay, I did it! Woo! Okay, time to go back to the pirate dummy. Okay, za lu pa di mu ka. That was so funny.
Pa, za, lu, pa, di, mu, pa.
Ew. Ew. This is gross. So, wow, I need sleep. I know, right? It's gross. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay, put the little thingy in the thingy here. Make it an eyeball! That's great! And gross. Nope, sorry, didn't mean to do that. What? I haven't seen those in like a long time, so I was like, wait, what? And then what you said was like, didn't make any sense. I'm like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, I know I'm tired, but I know I didn't just skip the conversation. Oh, I need to go over here. I can't see anything, so this is great. Okay. There we go. I can see it again. Oh gosh. Okay. How do you? Okay. 12. 3. 5. 8. Okay, this one. 12. 7. 10. 3. 2. 1. Yay. And then 12. 8. 10. 4. 9. 8. Go. Hey. I don't think this is the book it told me to do.
A librarian's tale. Something Bruno Bollet wrote in that Tired Eyes book mentioned the librarian's eye. Here we go. A librarian's tale.
Hey, got it.
Yes?
Do you think I could borrow your keychain? The one that has Bruno's glass eye on it?
You want to borrow it? What for?
Actually, all I really want is the eye. I mean, it's just so cool.
What if you break it?
I won't. I'll be really careful, I promise.
I don't think I want to take that chance. Sorry.
The box of your great-uncle's things that you sold to Zeke's curio shop, that was a no-no, wasn't it?
What box of things? I don't know what you're talking about.
I checked out that half-burned receipt from Zeke's that I found in the fireplace.
Well, somebody screwed up somewhere because I haven't sold anything to anybody. Why would I sell one lousy box of stuff when I'm about to inherit a whole house full of stuff? Get real.
You sold it because you needed some quick cash in order to keep Summer happy, didn't you?
How do you know about her?
Playing detective is actually a lot more than a hobby with me.
Burn.
I could make a lot of trouble for you, Henry. But if you come clean, tell me about Summer.
She's this girl I'm in love with. I think she loves me back, but she's so unpredictable it drives me nuts.
You argue a lot?
All the time, mostly over how schizoid she is. I mean, I never know what's gonna make her happy. Like, just before I left, I took practically every bit of cash I had and bought her a bunch of CDs. You know, to keep her occupied while I was gone, right? Well, soon as I get here, she calls and says her sound system just went bluey, and I had to buy her a new one, because what good were the CDs I bought her if she couldn't play them? So then
you threw a bunch of Bruno's things into a box and sold it to that curio shop.
Yeah. I wired her the money, but then she called and said she also needed new headphones. Next call, it was new speakers, and now she expects me to buy her a flat-screen TV. When I try to talk to her about always wanting more like that, she gets really mad. But I'm afraid if I don't give her what she wants, I'm afraid she'll dump me. And I couldn't take that. I mean, she's the only girlfriend I've ever had. Ever will have, probably.
Aww.
Look, you don't need to go telling Renee or any of those lawyers about selling that stuff, right?
I guess I could just forget all about it. Especially if you were to, say, do something for me.
I know. You still want the glass eye? Take it. Go ahead. It's all yours. You want something, I want something. Take it and we're even, okay?
Well, it's not like you sold off half the estate or anything.
$300. That's all I've gotten out of his estate. I swear. Go on, take it.
Thank you.
I was naughty, but from now on I'll be nice, I promise.
Do you know anything about the crystal skull that was in that box of junk you sold to Zeke's?
There wasn't any crystal skull in that box.
Are you sure? It would have been inside another box.
Well, I did throw in some smaller boxes. Like I said, I was just grabbing stuff. Was it valuable?
All I really know for sure right now is that it's missing.
Great. Be just my luck to have sold something that wasn't junk to that glorified trash collector.
I'll check back with you later.
Whatever.
Okay. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Did the wrong thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'm getting turned around. 1 second, guys. Okay, so I'm guessing by what you all have said, how like, you know, it's your favorite game, you haven't played this in a while, you know, and you know how long I've been playing. Some of you may know how long I've been playing this game. How long do you think I have left with this game? I just did the little Tooth Fairy books. And then I have to do the mushroom picking. I feel like I'm in Minecraft. Then I gotta do something with the drain, and then I gotta do the whole gravesite, the cemetery thing, which I can do that in about 10 minutes. Sorry, I'm turning around. I'm looking at this thing, but I don't want to be on it for too much longer because I've already hit my time of what I normally try to stop at. But I hate to be finishing, I hate to get off now if it's gonna take me about another 30 minutes to finish it. I think I'm gonna stop for now because I just thought I have to do Bess's thing too. The whole thing with the disguise, just say it like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop for tonight. Okay, everybody, thank you all so much. Wait a minute. You all are my witness. Okay, everybody, that is it for tonight's stream. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Thank you all so much for the hosts. That's really great. Put my phone back in its stand. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by. Thank you all so much for the hosts. That was pretty amazing. I hope you all will be able to join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time when I continue playing the Avatar: The Last Airbender game. And then on Tuesday I'll be continuing Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and then on Wednesday I will be continuing the Amazing Spider-Man game, which is one of my favorites, guys. I'm not joking. And then on Friday, I'm going to be playing some of the Halo, the Master Chief Collection, multiplayer stuff. Gonna be doing some of that. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all will be able to join me on those days whenever I stream. I posted on my social media sites before I go live. The links to all of them are down below for you all. Chrissy, you are welcome for the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever I post videos. I post new lose my train of thought here. I post new no commentary walkthroughs every Thursday, new podcasts every Friday, and new how-to videos every Saturday, sorry. Oh my gosh. I stream on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I gotta get in the flow of saying Friday now. I'm not used to saying that. It just ruined everything. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You guys will be joining me for that. I play a huge variety of games here on my Twitch channel. If you want the link to all my social media sites, again, are down below for you all. On my YouTube channel, I have all of the streams that I have ever done on the for this account for the past 2 years. So if you want, you can go back, but don't go back too far, because my quality of streaming totally stunk back then. So don't go back too far. Just stay near the current stuff. Okay, guys, hope you all. Oh, my thing froze. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Apparently I need sleep. Anyway, guys, and I will be finishing this game, the Nezuju, the Legend of the Crystal Skull, next Sunday. I will be also continuing, possibly finishing, Nezuju game number 25. Every time I say 25, I think of SpongeBob. Don't know why. Actually, I do know why, because that part was so funny. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. About to say video again. Oh my gosh. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Again, I hope to see you all next time I stream Yeah, I feel like I'm figuring something, but I'm not. Anyway, I hope to see you all again soon, and I'll post it on my social media sites before I go live. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye!